Hi, in our last video we talked about the difficulties that companies have reconciling their visionary goals with their measurable action plans that they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. And I said that Literally Brilliant had a tool called the TenTwoSix, which will help you to make that reconciliation. And our clients use it all the time and they find it really, really powerful. I'll explain how it works. Basically, if we start here at t equals 0, that's where we are right now. We think about time moving forward, away from us, if you like. The problem with that is that planning actually works in exactly the opposite direction. So think about the destination that we want to get to, and then you have to work out how do we get to there from where we are. Same thing for planning. The problem is, as time goes away from us, we actually have an increasing amount of uncertainty. We know what we're doing tomorrow or even next week, but how the world's going to look in 10 years, there's a lot of uncertainty we have to account for in that process. So rather than try and guess what the world is going to look like and set specific goals based on that, we try and encourage companies to have big picture goals for the 10-year long-term time frame, and they're quite visionary. And then once they've established those goals over the 10-year time frame, they might have, goal 1, goal 2, and they're sort of pretty flexible. We then say, what do we have to do? What foundation do we have to lay down over the course of the next 2 years to enable us to make those goals even vaguely realistic? Okay, so we establish much more specific, much more measurable medium-term objectives over a 2-year time frame. Once we've established that, and we would establish medium-term objectives for each of the long-term goals. And once we've done that, we say, okay, if they're our medium-term objectives, over the next 6 months, what are our priorities? And we would set a number of priorities for each of the medium-term objectives. And so what you would see is you would see a linking up of long-term goals with medium-term objectives with priorities for the next 6 months. A really, really simple way for us to connect the visionary with what we're doing today in a really accountable and measurable way. This is the TenTwoSix model from Literally Brilliant.